In the ever-evolving world of mixed martial arts, where warriors rise and legends are born in blood, sweat, and relentless discipline, one name echoes louder than most: Zhang Weili. Known for her power, precision, and unmatched resilience, Zhang Weili is not only a UFC champion but a symbol of national pride and global excellence. Born on August 13, 1989, in Handan, Hebei Province, China, Zhang Weili's journey began far from the bright lights of the octagon. Raised in a modest family, her father worked as a coal miner, and her mother stayed at home to care for the children. From a young age, Zhang showed unusual toughness and focus. As a child, she was energetic, competitive, and drawn to physical activity. She first trained in traditional Chinese martial arts like Kung Fu and Sonda, and eventually transitioned into MMA, a path almost unheard of for women in China at the time. At 36 years old, Zhang is now a global sports icon. Her rise was not overnight. She started her professional MMA career in 2013, fighting in Chinese regional circuits. Her early record was impressive, win after win, mostly by stoppage, proving she had both the striking and the heart to be elite. Her fighting style is a fierce blend of Sonda, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and wrestling, trained and refined at China Top Team and later at Bangdao Muay Thai and MMA in Thailand. Zhang made her UFC debut in August 2018, defeating Danielle Taylor via unanimous decision. But it was what came next that turned her into a legend. On August 31, 2019, at UFC Fight Night in Shenzhen, she faced then-champion Jessica Andrade. In just 42 seconds, Zhang shocked the world with a barrage of strikes, knocking Andrade out and becoming the first Chinese fighter to win a UFC world title. That historic win wasn't just a personal victory, it was a defining moment for Chinese MMA. Zhang Weili instantly became a household name, both in China and around the world. But her most iconic performance came in her first title defense against former champion Joanna Jędrzejczyk in March 2020. In what is now considered one of the greatest fights in women's MMA history, Zhang defeated Joanna via a brutal 5-round split decision. Both women left the cage battered, but Zhang left with her title intact, and her place in history secured. Though she lost her belt to Rose Namajunas in 2021 and again in a close rematch, Zhang's spirit never broke. In November 2022, she returned to reclaim her crown, defeating Carla Esparza via rear-naked choke to become a 2-time UFC Strawweight champion. Zhang's achievements are nothing short of phenomenal. She has held the UFC Strawweight title twice, won multiple Fight of the Night and performance bonuses, and has been named China's Female Athlete of the Year. In addition to her UFC accolades, she's been featured on Forbes China's Celebrity 100 list and recognized globally as a trailblazer for women in combat sports. Outside the cage, Zhang Weili is humble, private, and intensely focused. Despite her fame, she remains grounded. She is not married, has no children, and has said in interviews that she is fully committed to her career and personal growth. Her family, especially her parents and older brother, remain her biggest supporters. She often credits their sacrifices for her success and regularly returns home to spend time with them. Zhang owns a home in Beijing, and while she does enjoy some luxuries, such as a Mercedes-Benz and a Tesla, she lives a relatively quiet life. She is deeply committed to training, personal discipline, and constant self-improvement. Meditation, journaling, and philosophy play a key role in her mental preparation. Her personality is a unique blend of warrior spirit and gentle humility. She rarely engages in trash talk, choosing instead to show respect to her opponents and fans. Her behavior outside the octagon is marked by calmness, discipline, and quiet confidence. She's not just a champion in physical strength but in character. Zhang speaks softly but powerfully. She once said, "I fight not to hurt others, but to challenge myself and to grow." That quote reflects the essence of her being. Her fans admire not just her fighting skill, but her values, discipline, perseverance, honor, and courage. As of 2025, Zhang Weili remains the reigning UFC Strawweight champion. She has defended her title successfully and is widely regarded as one of the greatest strawweights in UFC history. She trains globally, between China, Thailand, and the United States, and is always evolving, adding new dimensions to her already elite game. In a sport where fighters come and go, Zhang Weili has become a lasting icon. not just because of her fists, but because of her fire, her unwavering determination to rise, fall, and rise again. In her, millions see more than a fighter, they see possibility, pride, and perseverance. Zhang Weili is not just the face of Chinese MMA. She is its heart. A true pioneer, a relentless competitor, and a role model for athletes around the world.